Good. And this will stay on the screen until I get rid of it. Good. And because we did it last time, let's also do a review of the basic steps. Okay. And I use this again. The basic steps. Okay, what the forward step is usually called the bow stance. You start with a shoulder width, okay? You don't have to get really low, but you know, you're standing with your legs too straight. Things get unwieldy. You sink your center as opposed to drop your center. And there's a point here where to go lower, I need to stick my butt out or stick my tummy out. So you're right about there. The feeling, you're suspended by a string, you're like a puppet. So as much as you're grounded, you're also supported from the top. Turning out the right foot, shift the weight to the right. Straight ahead step, heel toe. Knee covers toe, back foot turns toe in. Okay, right here. Nose and navel can face 45 degrees straight or aligned to the knee. That's the 90-degree straight ahead step. Shoulder width, knee covers toe, back foot toe turns in, so it's about 45 degrees off of the direction of your forward toe. Straight ahead, this is 45 degrees. Back. Repeat that on the other side. Turn this time the left out, the weight down. Straight ahead step. You're not lunging. From this position, you extend the leg straight. Don't make it too long by reaching, or conversely, just don't fully extend the leg. Heel toe, knee covers toe, back foot turns in. That's straight ahead, or Master Cho called it 90 degrees. The back foot is turned 45 degrees. So here, nose and navel face 45 degrees off of straight, or the aligned to the knee. Okay, and again, that shoulder. And there's also the same step at a different angle. Bend the knees. So I'm going to turn the left foot out. Now straight ahead is what we step, but we go 30 degrees past that heel toe. Okay, knee covers toe, back foot turns toe in. This is the 30-degree step. So this is turned in, so it's about a 15-degree step. So 30 plus 15 is 45. Okay, here you can shift the weight straight back, straight forward, just like a push motion. Or conversely, you can rotate, same direction, nose and navel, back foot, back toe. Same direction, forward foot, forward toe, nose, navel. Now, push upward is this motion. Press forward is this motion. Brush knee and twist step is this motion. The push is straight back, straight forward. The others revolve back. This is pull back. Okay? Okay. And you check. There's a shoulder width back there. And repeat, other side. Turn out the right foot, keep the weight down. Extend the leg out fully. Put in a relaxed way. Heel touches, bend toe. Back foot, toe turns in. Knee covers toe. If it goes past that, it's unstable. If you're standing here, you're standing too high, and your stance is kind of, I would call it fragile. Okay. And again, you go straight back, straight forward, or you can rotate. Okay. Now, the forward. You can also, this is the retreat step, like with pulse monkey, but as you go back, it's toe heel, backward, turns toe in, about 60% back, weight, forward foot about 40% now, toe heel. Keep the weight down, toe heel. This is like with pulse monkey. Okay? And there's still that forward, that width between your feet. Okay? And toes out at 45-degree angles. Again, not drop your weight, sink your center. That point here, 2 inches below the navel. Keep the weight on the right here. Forward foot, toe, distance between the knees, from thumb to ring finger. Okay? 90% back, 10% forward. Now shift the weight to the left. Toe down. Now, heel is about 1 inch up, not too high, and the toe is not turned out or in, straight ahead. And the other one, also a ding bow, but is heel. The toe is not exaggeratedly up, it's about 1 inch off. Distance between the knees is the center. Again, you sink your center, don't drop your weight. Okay? It's like raised hands. Toe, so it spreads its wings. Okay, so that's a quick review of the basic steps. Let me this for now out of the way. And we just check in. Okay, so we have Yarrow, good, and Cliff, very good. Okay, so from here, now focus a little bit on the breathing. Put your hands here, breathe through your lower belly. You breathe in and out through the nose. Don't try to force air in or prolong the in-breath with the out-breath. In order to do this, you must relax the chest and shoulders. And okay, so what we're going to do is tonight we'll start with 30 movements, okay, just as a warm-up. Then we'll move to the 54. I'm checking the time. Yeah, it's about. Okay, so start with me. Commencement of Tai Chi. Okay. I'm checking the time. Yeah, that was a 5-minute form. That's about what you want. But let's repeat that again together. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, checking in. Let's another 5 minutes. So what I'm going to have you do, because it's a good thing to do, is just, you could do one. The nice thing about 30 movements is that in the middle of the day, you kind of feel like you kind of need to ground or center or calm down. It's just doesn't take very long. But it's It seems if you're going to do it, you can get a lot out of the 30 just by practicing it back to back, to back to back. Okay. I remember one time a couple of years ago, I played basketball and I told myself I'd never do it again. My body just went, ah. I couldn't do hardly anything else, but I could do the Tai Chi, at least this beginning set. So I would just do in the morning, I'd do 6 5-minute forms. So it'd give me a 30-minute flow period. Okay. And some of the other moves right there with the kicks and everything were kind of troublesome. But I could do the 30. So I just did it 6 times. And then the body, so because you're putting life force back in the body, it took a while, but the basketball injuries kind of healed. Okay. So what I'd like to do is have you practice back to back. 30 movements, go into another 30 movement set. We'll check in. So we'll check in about another 9 or 10 minutes. Okay. So start with me, continue on your own. So finish what you're on. Okay. Anybody with a question on, of course, all the movements in the 30 movements or in the 54, which we're going to get to. But anybody with a question so far?
Hi, Sensei, this is Yaro.
Yes, Joe.
I had a question about, so you're talking about the 30-degree step and the straight ahead step.
Yeah.
I was wondering, the single whip, is that a 30-degree or more straight ahead?
In the 54, the first single whip is a 30-degree step. Okay? 30 degrees. Okay. Now the right arm is straight out. Okay. All the other single whips are 90-degree steps. And the arm is back about 30 degrees. Your nose, navel aligned to the knee. So the first one is 30. All the other single whip movements are 90 degrees. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we're going to do that in just hopefully a couple of seconds, or if there are no other questions. Anybody with another question? That was a good question, by the way. Doesn't apply for the 54 because, we're going from the initial push into fist under elbow. Master Troy would do that, use that as kind of a demo form. Because if you did the 54, people might fall asleep because it was a 10-minute form. That was about a 5-minute form. Okay. Anybody else with a question? Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll go into the 54 movements. Okay. And relaxing the chest, breathing naturally, the commencement of Tai Chi. Now here we go into Yaro's question. This is the first single whip. It's a 30-degree step. All others are 90 degrees. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was a 10-minute form. This is about what you want. I mean, 8 minutes, a little, that's okay. If you go a little faster than 8 minutes, check your breathing. Okay, what I'd like you to do, start with me, go through it once on your own, 54. Then we'll check in and see if you have any questions. Okay. So, commencement of Tai Chi. Yeah. Okay, so finish what you're on. And any questions on any of the 54 movements?
Sensei, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
This is Yaro. Shoots tiger with bow. Can we see that from the front?
Yeah. Shoot tiger with bow, you're taking a 45-degree step. And starts out, off of the kick, palm up, waist level, nose tip height, left hand, right hand, just the side of the forehead. Boom, that motion. Okay, shoot tiger with bow. Okay, is that a little clearer?
Yeah, so the elbow doesn't in Tai Chi doesn't usually like flare out, right? So how is the structure of the because it kind of looks like the elbow is flaring out. How is
Well, you know what, the elbow's sticking out. You see right here, it's almost like there's really no points in Tai Chi. There's kind of like, there are like circles and, curves. So here, for example, the elbow goes out, relax the shoulder. Okay. A lot of these, for example, are, there are a variety of different moves. I think this one, for example, for example, Tai Chi, most of the kicks are low. They're low kicks. Okay, but somebody's coming to kick you high, you ward it off of that, boom, you actually, you're actually defending and attacking the leg. If somebody, for example, is coming to kick you, boom, this way, you and boom, you actually attack the leg with downward punch. I mean, it's not just attacking low here. That was like boom. You're attacking the leg with the punching motion. Boom. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of stuff in there that's not readily apparent. Anything else on that?
no, I'm just gonna play with it a little bit.
So is that well, let's see about here, for example. See, the elbow is not sticking out. There's a roundness to the elbow in that position. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else with a question about any of the movements, especially the ones that are not in the 30 movements? Anybody?
Hi, Sifu. This is Cliff.
Yeah. Hi, Cliff.
Could you again once more show the cloud hands from the front. I'm having trouble remembering the exact position of the lower hand.
Okay. Well, just go from here. Shift the weight back, you lower the left hand like you're holding a ball. Left underneath, right on top. Shifting the weight here, the hands reverse, you're holding a ball, side right. And as you go here, you bring that right leg back. Shift the weight. You're holding a ball, right hand on top. Now you step to the left, right foot up. Okay, if we kind of look at it, for example, this direction. Holding a series of balls. When you shift the weight side to side, the top bottom hands invert. Okay, is that a little clearer?
Yes, Sifu, thank you.
Okay, yeah, the cloud hands movements are really, they're beautiful cloud hands. Boom, boom. You know, somebody's coming in, it's like boom, boom, boom. Reflect, boom, attack, boom, boom. Okay. And the other thing that we were mentioning for a while was you can do some of the basics of the joint hands. Now here what I'm doing is I'm standing in a bow posture, basically it's a 90 degrees. And somebody is coming in, this is coming, see if I go this way, then I push it away. So what you're doing is you're attaching and warding off. And you can practice this sort of motion. Boom. Boom. What's real difficult here with the Tai Chi is you attach, then you extend back, but you can practice this motion. If you tense, you push it away, so you're warding off, warding off. The other hand is free. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So you can practice that a little bit. Hopefully, when we get to the 3rd Street property, we can do some in-person Tai Chi, and we can start to do a little bit of the push hands. Actually, Master Choi did not like push hands. He used the term joint hands. But it's this sort of motion, just being able to ward off and switch here. You're working a lot of the basics of the going over here, boom, attaching, warding off is attaching. Those are things that you can begin to, you can try that with a staff. It's a heavier one, right? This is harder because the staff is weighted high. So if you're a little off, it's kind of easiest for it to fall. Movements like this, and like one of the things, somebody's coming to push you, you ward off, this way attach and attack. You can do that, boom, with that sort of motion. So one of the things here is attach. Or you're coming this way, this is brush knee, boom. Brush knee. Okay, so that's something that you can begin to do with your Aikido students, so you have a staff around. But if you don't, you can use a broom. Okay, I think we're at that 8:30 time, so I plan to be here next week, which is Thursday, the day before Christmas Eve. Then we're going to take off the next week, the week between the Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so that Thursday, we're just gonna rest, okay? But keep your practice up. There's so much that goes on in the holiday season. If you just get up, do a couple of sets, either, a 54 movement set or a couple of the 30 movement sets. It kind of keeps you calmer. Okay, so thank you for tuning in tonight.